I'm Michelle DePuer. I am 52 years old and originally from upstate New York. So I've been a member at Breakaway somewhere between 7 and 8 years now. I decided to do nutrition coaching to try to get that extra little edge out of what I was doing in the gym. I've always been interested in nutrition, but similar to the workouts, I didn't have time to figure out all the little details, and there's so many different things out there that I'd heard. I especially got kind of caught up in the whole carbs are evil mindset, and so I had some things that I needed to work through as far as my relationship with food and that kind of thing. And I was also looking to get a little edge of performance out of that, specifically to try to put on muscle, because as a relatively lean person, that can be a little bit of a challenge for me. I've achieved actually quite a few different things through the nutrition challenges. Got some easy habits that I can use, which is one of my favorite things. Melody taught me about the plate method, which I had heard of, but kind of didn't really take seriously for a while, and just decided to give it a try, where I had half my plate be veggies, a quarter protein, and a quarter of carbs. And in addition to that idea, she also provided me with a list of foods that would be good sources of like non-starchy carbs and healthy proteins. So I had two very simple things to put together to meet that goal. And that was a big one for me, because sometimes I wasn't sure which vegetables might count as a healthy, low carb vegetable and which one would not be such a good option. So having that list was a huge help. She also helped me set goals for the amount of protein I needed to get in a day. I've been surprised by how much I actually needed to eat to put on that muscle mass that I wanted or to maintain it. And she helped me see, I needed to do that. We set a goal amount, and we needed to do that with every meal to have some protein. And at first, that amount of protein was a little bit intimidating, and so I kind of built up to it slowly, but did get to where I was getting good results and putting on some muscle mass. And the plate method is so much easier than I would do the macros on and off and use the apps on the phone where you can track your food. And I'm stubborn enough and detail-oriented enough that I would do it for a little while, but it's just not sustainable. But actually trying the plate method, it's so easy. You just don't have to put that much thought and effort into it, and it works. I loved that, first of all, I had daily accountability. I could post my pictures in a group and get feedback on, for every once in a while I'd have a question, does this really count as a good carb? Am I doing this right? And would get feedback within the day that, yep, that looks right, or no, maybe try to adjust that a little bit. That was huge. The website or the app that was used also had great recipes, had some good educational videos, that kind of thing. Was easy to use. The other thing that I really loved about the nutrition coaching was this also came up at a time when I had some kind of special goals I was working towards. It came up at a time right after I'd had surgery. And so it wasn't I've worked through it in your typical situation where you're just working out in the gym and wanting to optimize your performance, and have had good results too with that. But it was great in how responsive and flexible Melody was. I said, at this point in my time, in my life, I have really specific needs. I can't work out that much right now. I have to try to stop losing muscle mass, but not put on fat. She listened to all that and came up with a good plan for, okay, we can tackle that through the amount of protein you're eating, and be sure that you are balancing your intake, but not, eating enough to recover, but not too much. And she just listened to all that and really took it into account when she gave me the plan to work with. If you are on the fence about using nutrition coaching at BFP, give it a shot. It really was simple, straightforward. It was customized to what I needed, and the amount of support that I had every day kept me interested and accountable, and I ended up getting really good results.